Hey, it's time for a 5-Minute Friday. Today we're looking at Psalm 104. It's a long psalm, and I could just read bits and pieces of it to squeeze my commentary into this 5-minute talk. But it's such a glorious picture of God and His creation that I'm going to read the whole way through and just give a little commentary. Praise to the sovereign Lord for His creation and providence. Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord my God, you are very great. You are clothed with honor and majesty, who cover yourself with light as with a garment, who stretch out the heavens like a curtain. I wonder what it looks like to be clothed with honor and majesty. I think it's probably beyond our imagination. He lays the beams of his upper chamber in the waters. Reminds me of Venice. Did you know that Venice is built on wooden piles? It's wild. It's over 1,600 years old, and it's built on millions of wooden piles that have survived all that time. Who makes the clouds his chariot, who walks on the wings of the wind, who makes his angels spirits, his ministers a flame of fire. You who laid the foundations of the earth so that it should not be moved forever. You covered the deep as with a garment. The waters stood above the mountains. At your rebuke they fled. At the voice of your thunder they hastened away. They went up over the mountains. They went down into the valleys, to the place which you founded for them. You have set a boundary that they may not pass over, that they may not return to cover the earth. He sends the springs into the valleys. They flow among the hills. They give drink to every beast of the field. The wild donkeys quench their thirst. By them the birds of the heavens have their home. They sing among the branches. He waters the hills from his upper chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your works. He causes the grass to grow for the cattle and vegetation for the service of man, that he may bring forth food from the earth and wine that makes glad the heart of man, oil to make his face shine, and bread which strengthens man's heart. The trees of the Lord are full of sap, the cedars of Lebanon, which he planted, where the birds make their nests. The stork has her home in the fir tree. The high hills are for the wild goats. The cliffs are for the rock badgers. He appointed the moon for seasons. The sun knows it's going down. He appointed the moon for seasons. The Hebrew word is moed, which is an appointed time, a fixed sign or season or a festival. Even his creation tells about his plan. You make darkness, and it is night, in which all the beasts of the forest creep about. The young lions roar after their prey and seek their food from God. When the sun rises, they gather together and lie down in their dens. Man goes out to his work and to labor until the evening. Men were made to work. We weren't made to sit around and play video games or watch TV. We weren't made to retire at a certain age and rest. We were made to be active, working beings, except on Shabbat, another one of his Moedim. O Lord, how manifold are your works! In wisdom you have made them all. The earth is full of your possessions, the great and wide sea in which are innumerable teeming things, living things, both small and great. There the ships sail about. There is that Leviathan, which you have made to play there. I'd love to see Leviathan. In Job 41 it says we would be overwhelmed at the sight of him, so I'm not sure I'd want to see him in person, but I'd love to see him from afar. He had mighty power, graceful proportions, terrible teeth, tightly shut scales, and he breathed fire. The whole chapter in Job is an amazing description of how awesome and terrible Leviathan is. These all wait for you, that you may give them their food in due season. What you give them, they gather in. You open your hand, they are filled with good. You hide your face, they are troubled. You take away their breath, they die and return to their dust. You send forth your spirit, they are created, and you renew the face of the earth. May the glory of the Lord endure forever. May the Lord rejoice in his works. He looks on the earth and it trembles. He touches the hills and they smoke. I will sing to the Lord as long as I live. I will sing praise to my God while I have my being. May my meditation be sweet to him. I will be glad in the Lord. May sinners be consumed from the earth, and the wicked be no more. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Praise the Lord. And then the writer ends with praising our Creator for all He was and is and will be, which I love. Praise and worship is one of my favorite things, especially at Messiah, Texas activities. I'm looking forward to praising our Creator with you for all He was and is and will be, because you've got friends at Messiah, Texas.